President Biden hosted more than 30 members of the Kennedy family at the White House for a St. Patrick's Day celebration Sunday as Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who was not in attendance, pursues a third party presidential bid. Carrie Kennedy, the younger sister of RFK Jr., posted a photo on X, formerly known as Twitter, of the large group meeting with Biden near the Rose Garden. She added the quote, "It's not enough to wish the world were better, you must make the world better." The photo was shared by Biden and others. From one proud Irish family to another. It was good to have you all back at the White House, Biden wrote on X. Small family gathering this afternoon, Joe Kennedy III, who serves as Biden's envoy to Northern Ireland, wrote on X. RFK Jr. has been repeatedly disavowed members of his own family as he campaigns for the White House. As an independent candidate, an activist, and lawyer, he has raised conspiracy theories about vaccines. Democrats have expressed concerns that his candidacy would pull votes away from Biden in November and help elect former President Trump. Kennedy is expected to announce a running mate March 26 as he looks to get on the ballot in all 50 states. Just realized March 26 is a week away. Wow, time is. I swear, it's like I felt like the year just started and it's already what, a fourth of the way through. Now I mentioned in the past that the Kennedy family hasn't had a truly relevant representative since 2009. After Ted Kennedy died, it became a fractured group of, for the most part, largely inconsequential figures that do nothing for anyone except themselves. And this is a perfect example of that. You have RFK Jr., who, whether you like him or not, he's trying to do something. He's trying to have a campaign that I do think he believes in the issues on, as an environmental lawyer and someone that has talked about many of the issues, such as the vaccines, in the years past. And these family members of his, who are more loyal to the Democratic Party than to their own blood relative, uh, decide to basically be used as props and dolls for the sake of making Biden look better. Uh, and what I think is funny is, like, at least, because I have to clarify this. Do I think that just because he's related to them, they should all come and support him and announce their big? No, I have no doubt in my mind there are members of the Kennedy family who don't agree with RFK Jr.'s positions as espoused during his campaign. But you have to understand, whether the president was Biden, Obama, whoever the hell, um, the Kennedy family will always be loyal to the Democratic Party, not because of any genuine ideology, but rather due to a belief that this will further their influence and allow them to get these various. I mean, at least with, was it Joe Kennedy the third? He's got the post right in the Biden administration, so I can say, okay, for him it makes sense to kind of like play the turncoat role where he's of course going to endorse the person that has given him his current position. But the rest of them are just so pathetic. Like, this is all about, in 4 years. Oh, I hope, when if Harris becomes president, she'll give, I don't know, what's the boy's name? JFK's grandson, Sloshberg, give him a job or a post, and then maybe this other family member will get something, because they feel like if they just stick with their own relative, RFK Jr., they're most likely not going to see any career advancement, right? Because he's getting a lot of negative attention for his espoused positions. But he really should not feel bad about his family doing this. They're a group of turncoats and opportunists who haven't done anything of any relevance or importance, um, really, since Ted Kennedy died. Like, after that, they just all became peons for the Democratic Party, just stooges. And it's just sad that we live in an era where even with social media, even with all these different outlets for the Kennedy family to express itself, none of them can come forward and ever tell you anything that Biden has done wrong. Or I mean, even when they condemn RFK Jr., they don't really talk about what he's saying. Like, we've discussed before that one of the biggest problems with the Democratic Party is how undemocratic it is. So, like, when RFK Jr. was in the Democratic primary, they wouldn't host debates, they wouldn't have any kind of, and it didn't matter that he was polling in double digits. He could have been polling at half of the percentage, and they still wouldn't have done it. But you notice that you never can get any of these family members, any of these people who supposedly believe so much in how Trump is going to destroy democracy, to say, you know what, um, I don't agree with my cousin or brother or whatever his presidential campaign, but at the very least, can we get some kind of like form to actually allow him to speak? And some appear nothing. CNN ignored him. MSNBC ignored him, right? And the only outlet that would give him any attention was Fox. And I mean, we know the reasons for that. They prop up anyone that they think can help the Republicans win. But it's just sad that even with the outlet that these people have, they still can't do the very bare minimum of saying whether you agree with RFK Jr. or Marion Williamson or any of these other people that ran for president against Biden. There's no denying that the DNC really played a very dirty game by just pretending that these people didn't exist for the sake of propping up their 80 something year old candidate and making it easier for him to stroll to the nomination.